Hello! Okay, yes, I am desperate in need of a shave, I have to admit. I'll be getting a shave soon. But on to the point of today's video is the movie review of Life. I went to see this a couple of days ago and I really enjoyed it. It was far better than I anticipated it would be. I am actually going to use a bit of a script thing that I've kind of got. Somebody give me some pointers on how to do a movie review, so I'm going to use that. And hopefully I might be a little bit better this time than I have been. Who knows? Oh, okay, getting to it. Right, so basically, overview of the film. If you haven't seen the trailers for Life, it's the idea that there's these scientists in space, the International Space Station, and they're receiving back a pod that's come from Mars with soil samples. As you know, it's very hard to get anything back from Mars, so it's a big thing for them. To do that, they do tests on all soil samples, and they find that there is actually life on Mars. Not just like the program or the David Bowie song, but literally there is life on Mars. They found a cell and basically they bring it back to life. Quite interesting. There's a lot of character development in it. You get to very much like the characters. It was cool seeing Ryan Reynolds because all I think was Deadpool, but he does a really good job in this. I think he's a fantastic actor. They have a really good support cast. Some of them I do know, some of them I don't, but generally all together they fit together to make a fantastic crew. Being in space throws a few different little bits into it that makes life a little more difficult, but also cooler because it changes how you perceive things. Getting on back to the movie. Basically, yes, they found life. It comes to life, it grows, and then it gets out of control. Generally kind of predictable to a degree. It does have a very horror-type feel to it with suspense and many other things. I think they did it really well. The CG in this movie is absolutely on point. They managed to achieve everything without feeling wrong in any way. Going back to some of the ideas on the bullet points. So visuals, graphics, unbelievable throughout the entire film. There's always that little bit of it hinting what's going to happen next. It kind of predicts certain things, but at the same time, it's what makes it really cool to watch, because at the same time, you know what's going to happen, but you don't. And how things happen is really creepy. They managed to make the alien very believable and very creepy. I must say it is a nice welcome back to that type of genre and something new. Goes on. Small space, small characters, very little to go outwards of, so everything focuses on them all the time, which plays really well. I think it managed to hold itself together really well. I'm not sure on the runtime, about an hour and a half or so, but definitely feels longer when you're watching it, trust me. Score music, just reading different things on there. I think it has everything perfect. It's nicely balanced. It has some cool bits and some speed, and there's my MacBook ping in the background. Forgot that I left that open. But yeah, I'll get back to how I would normally do a review, because although that's helpful, I need to really work on it properly, make the bullet points. I've gone through the basic stuff. Spoiler alert. Now I'm going to go more into the story, so I'm going to do a better review. Off the top review is okay, but to do a full review, you can need to include spoiler points. So you've been warned. Okay, so as I say, the creature itself, very predictable what's going to happen. Something happens, it ends up going dormant, and they decide to bring it back to life by giving electric shocks. If anybody knows anything, no matter what, if you have a creature that's described as mostly muscle and all brain, you don't really give it shocks because it's not going to work out too well for you. I know what I would do to somebody who gives me electric shocks, and this thing is a lot smarter than me. And a lot stronger. So it was quite predictable what was going to happen step by step. You get some very gory deaths in this. I must admit, I really was shocked. It was almost cringe-worthy in places. Like, oh my god, this is like gone to the extreme. They capture every element of it really well. I think they manage the human psyche really well in it. They capture every point as it goes between people's deaths, character after character, and the fact that you can see that everybody plays their part in the film. You got the CDC person who is playing their part perfectly, and the idea of the firewalls, the safeties, you know, in a sense there's always going to be points that they should have thought of, but we're human, so it gets away in the movie. It builds up to quite an interesting point where you mix between what's going to happen. Are they going to all die? Are they going to come to Earth? Is it going to survive? Can they kill it? Is the bigger question half the time. But yeah, I think as a film altogether, Life is far more achieving than I think even they had originally planned it to. I read about some things asking whether it's a spin-off because it's whether it's some sort of prequel to Venom. And at first I was entertained the idea to watch a movie and I thought, actually no, but this could very well have a sequel after the ending, and I would love to see what would happen next. But I think this could spin off a really awesome set of movies if they approach it right. So that's a big question. Will they do it, or will they just basically leave it as the one-off and let it be? Because sometimes a sequel can either make or break a series, and sometimes some films don't need a sequel and other films do. But yeah, if you've seen it, let me know. Did you think it was as good as I think it was? Do you think it could have had a better ending? Do you think there was an alternative ending? That's a bigger question. I didn't stay back to see if there's any after credit scene because I didn't honestly believe there was. I googled it, nobody said anything. But it does beg the question, what's the plan for the future with this? So yeah, I'm not going to go over any more details and more spoilers because, to be honest, it's not even fair trying to go over too many spoilers. I could be here for hours talking about the film. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Would always recommend, definitely 10 out of 10. Go see it. I would definitely give it 10 out of 10 movie-wise. And I can't wait for this to come out on Blu-ray because I will watch it. I will definitely give it a watch. So yeah, that's this week's movie review, or should I say just the movie review because that's this week's video. So yeah, thanks for watching and I shall see you next time. Bye!